Welcome back, Bolt fan. Welcome to another episode of the Bolt Standard Podcast. We're here with the post-game show. We got Dylan, we got Justin coming to bring you the quickest review of the game, post-game, right after the game. Thanksgiving weekend, so happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. We missed you guys for the pre-game pod, but we're here to review the game and then get back on track. Justin, how the holidays treat you?
Holidays was good, man. Spent some time with the fam, obviously eating some good food. So can
Oh,
never
yeah.
go wrong when you got some good food involved. So that was good. And then obviously, we got the dub today, just about not even an hour ago. So holidays treat me really well. How about yourself?
It was good, like you said, time with the family, plenty of food, plenty of plates. I stacked the plates, and then now what's that one you reposted Lord G's?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, she was yeah, that Thanksgiving spread was it was pretty disrespectful. That was funny.
Hey, there's some good content on those, but man, yeah, so we got to get back to our bolts. We had the bye week, then we had Thanksgiving. So it's been a minute since we've came at you guys with the post-game show, but 31-14 victory, Supercharger Sunday. Looked great to have those on against the Raiders. We did that on the Thursday night against the Vikings, but this gave us like, that classic feel. Seeing those uniforms, the Navies always look good. I'm glad we get to see them another time in a couple weeks. But really pulled that belt out towards the end and put it on him. I love that we scored at the end. But 31-14, really good performance from our Bolts on both sides of the ball. A couple things we could get into, but I'll let you start it off. What'd you see out there? What'd you like?
Well, first off, like the score, 31-14. Don't care who we playing against. And I always tell people, I mean, those division games, they're always difficult. It doesn't matter if the team is, like we are 8-4 now and the Raiders are 2-10 now. It may look like, oh man, these are two totally different teams. One team has got things rolling and the other team is just a totally bad team. When it becomes in a division game, it doesn't matter because you've seen it all throughout the season where these division teams that maybe on the lower end of the, win total column, whatever, they end up beating the better half of that division. So you look at like when Dallas beat the Eagles, and
Yep.
there's just so many examples of these different division games going in the favor of the team that's everyone thinks doesn't have a chance to win. So whenever you can get out with a win, especially in a division, now we're 4-0 in a division, so love that as well.
Yep.
Just a lot of good things to take away from this game. Outside, I mean, this is not a good thing to take away. Looking forward to see what's going on with Herbert's finger.
Yeah.
Obviously it's got to be dislocated, broken, something,
Yeah.
because you clearly saw it was taped together. He can't even be under center, so a lot of don't like that there. I mean, I loved how he played, but it's also against the Raiders. It's not
Yeah.
going to be that easy, and you're probably going to have a lot more pressure in some of these next couple of games.
Yeah.
Not being able to have that grip strength in the left hand and be under center, like that's probably going to come back and bite us. So hopefully it's something that's real minuscule, but we'll see.
Absolutely. That's probably the biggest news coming out of this game is Justin Herbert's health. For those that didn't see, he got injured on the first drive. He actually finished the drive through the touchdown pass to Q, and
Mhm.
then ran to the locker room, and you could see that the finger was bent. At first, because before they showed that slow-mo and then that when they paused it with the finger, I thought it was a broken hand the way how big that glove was, and I saw the padding
Mhm.
underneath. It looked to me like, he had like a broken bone in this part of the hand, and you could still kind of use it a little bit if or he was going to try to. But then seeing the finger, yeah, I'm optimistic that it can be played on at a high level. He was able to, play well after maybe that first or second series back. He threw that interception, wasn't a great ball. Wasn't able to get under center just to finish the drive because ideally we would have finished off that drive on the goal line under the center, handing the ball off or maybe play action from under center instead of from the shotgun. So kind of ruined the play calling a little bit. And like you mentioned, we got some teams coming up that are going to pressure us up the middle next Monday night against the Eagles. Jalen Carter is going to be right in your face. Jordan Davis. They got guys on the edge, Nolan Smith, Jalen Phillips. So they're going to be coming. So we need to make sure that he's healthy. We protected pretty well, only four QB hits. He was able to move fine,
Mhm.
even with the hand. So he didn't take a ton
Yeah.
of hits even after injuring himself, but it's still something to be looking out for. So that's probably the biggest news from the game. He still played fine, 15 to 20, about 150 yards. They didn't call for us to throw too much because we ran for almost 200 on the ground, which was awesome.
Yep.
Um, for me, though, I saw a tale of two halves, though, because we got the boost of him coming back, but then had, turned it over with the interception, then get a turnover right back, but then turnover on downs the very first four plays after that.
Yeah.
Uh, and then we're in a dogfight, and they scored before the half, 7-7. Um, to come out and win 34-14 after 7-7. I'm not a mathematician, but that's a 24-7 half of the second half. So I think that's a big time performance to bounce back. And like you said, these division games aren't easy. That's your rival. Nothing would make the Raiders happier than to give us an L and knock us down in the playoff race. So I love the way we responded in the second half. Saw some good things out there on that. And what was your takeaway as far as bouncing back in the second half?
I mean, I liked it. Like I said, I kind of mentioned, not being able to play under center, and we literally played in either shotgun or pistol formation the entire I mean, ever since Herbert got back into the game. And for us to be able to do that, for us to be able to run the ball the way we did out of those formations the entire game,
Yeah.
and I got to give a big shout out. Actually, I'm gonna hold off because it's gonna be. I'm gonna throw him in a little bit later. But the
Okay.
O line, like you said, they protected pretty well. I thought they blocked in the run game pretty well. The team overall looked really well. Like I said, I know we played the Raiders, but those guys they don't want to see us succeed. I mean, they're giving it their all. You got Max Crosby out there, 2 sacks on the day. Like those guys are out there playing hard.
Yeah.
But based on kind of that second half performance, I mean, I like the game call, the game plan that Greg Roman kind of had drew up. I didn't see a lot of. I felt like there just wasn't. Obviously, I think it's because we just wanted to get the ball going on the ground, but not a lot of OG involvement.
Yeah.
I love tight end usage in just any game. Honestly, doesn't not just Chargers football. Um, but we rolled out tight ends heavily in this game. I saw a lot of Tucker Fisk, saw
Yeah.
some Conklin out there. So there was tight ends were out there, and maybe they were just taking them away. I mean, there's certain angles you only can see certain angles. So who knows? Maybe when he was going out on his routes, I did see one on that end zone, that touchdown to QJ. Actually, they did double OG.
Yeah.
So the guy's he's drawing attention away to other guys, and Herbo is a he's a madman out there. So he gonna dissect you and go to the open guy. So I'm not mad at it. But yeah, no, I thought it was a really good second half game plan. Ran all over them, and that's what Harbaugh wants to do. So I
Yeah.
liked it.
Vidal breaking that big run really was a momentum changer because we needed something to start the half.
Yep.
The vibes weren't very high going in 7-7 after coming out and really kind of having a great first drive. We stopped them quickly on their drive. And so we needed to do something to start the half off right. And I love breaking the big one by Vidal. Just having a great run as a starting running back. A lot of people thought Omarion would be playing after being limited all week. I was one of those people. I was surprised when I saw he was announced out yesterday because
Mhm.
usually, you get activated off of IR in your practice those 3 days. A lot of times you're playing, and to not see him get activated was a little curious, but probably just saving him for that stretch run. Maybe we just knew that Vidal being ready to go, and obviously he showed it, was a good matchup against the Raiders and save Amarion another week to where he's really comfortable. Um, I got another question for you. So not being able to go under center, and then when we're on that 4th and 1 that we went for it, is there someone you'd rather see come in and do that? A lot of the people are calling it that electric slide, that Chargers version of the tush push. Would you have preferred to see somebody come in there, and who would that be for you?
Yeah. I mean, put Trey Lance in the game, let him run it. I mean, we ran it with Conklin before. Um, Honestly, I would have just liked for them to just get Trey Lance in the game and get under center. I mean,
Yeah,
even if you hand it off still, but you're under center, I just feel like there's a lot more deceptive. You can be a lot more deceptive, obviously, when you're under center as opposed to handing the ball off in shotgun. I mean, for them to hand that off there, I honestly, once I saw him getting ready to hand it off, I thought it was going to be a fake and a pass, to be honest. When he actually handed that off, I was like, we really handed that off right
yeah,
there. And I get it, it's for fourth and one, fourth and inches, whatever. Yeah, run the ball, but like to me, I'm just like, there's no way they hand this off in shotgun. There's no
yeah.
way. And
Makes
they
it very
did, and we got
predictable.
stopped.
No, makes it very predictable out of the shotgun. They could kind of see where you're running towards, and they could see the hand off the linebackers could just fly down there. Um, I'm with you. I would have preferred to see someone there come in there. I forgot that we let Conklin take one. If we're gonna let him take a tush push, you know, I think you're not stopping Matlock on a tush push, so we got to put him.
Nah, big boy.
Put Matlock under there on a tush push. He's athletic enough to catch a touchdown pass this year. So, I would have been all for that.
Yeah.
But really though, it's hard to take Herbert off the field. But in a situation like that, you kind of got to try something because we've done really well with that. And I know Trey Lance isn't as big as Herbert for that tush push, but I think he's able to get that charge and that surge forward.
Yeah.
Um, And I think that would have been a good idea there. And that's maybe something they should look at going forward. Like other teams will move people in there. I think you can't do 4th and 1 in a shotgun or 4th and inches. So hopefully next week going forward, if that's ever an opportunity, we could write that one and put somebody else in there to get that because we've been really good at it. So I'd like to see that continue.
For sure, but I mean, even also, I mean, hopefully next week it's not an issue. I mean, I get it. Yeah, something's probably wrong with his hand,
Yeah.
but now you got a whole week of trialing it out, whether it's different gloves, whether it's a different, padding type of, because maybe what they did in this game was a quick fix. Hey, let's splint it, let's tape them together, throw the glove on it, see if it works. Maybe they got something where hey, they figure something out, and he's able to get under center, and he has good, protection. Who knows? They got a whole week to try to figure it out, a little bit more than a week. Honestly, we play on a Monday night, so.
Yeah.
Um, Hopefully it's not an issue, but
Yeah.
regardless, this team needs to be ready to go because we're not playing any. This is the Eagles. I know they just lost, but hey, playing the Eagles, it's going to be it's a big game for us. We are at home still, so I mean that's
Yeah.
going to be a big boost for us.
Yeah.
It's a big game, huge game.
Philly fans travel well, so they'll probably be out there in full force. And they've lost 2 in a row, so they need to win bad.
Yeah,
Their position in the in their division isn't at stake or anything, but you don't want to let another one slide. And all of a sudden, you're 8-5, and the Cowboys, if they win next week, they're 7-5. They play on Thursday, so
nope.
a lot can happen. So. If anything, if he just needs a little painkiller, take that perk about 30 minutes before the game. You'll be good out there, fan.
It might be a little loopy. Processing might be a little slow, but take those hits.
Yeah, exactly. I see Aaron Rodgers do it. You could do it, big fella. But so moving into one of the things we like to do with our post game show, our supercharger of the week fits even better with it being a supercharger Sunday. So if you had to pick, who is your supercharger of the game?
So this is why I kind of left it off. Because I was like, I almost talked about him. But I'm going Jamari Salyer, man. It's my
Ooh,
supercharger of the week. And it may not seem like he probably, I mean, I don't have the stats to show how many pressures he might have allowed or any of this noise. But one thing I looked at this entire game, I was like, where's Max Crosby? I don't think I saw, and maybe I just missed it. I don't think I saw Max Crosby line up across from Jamari Salyer the whole game. He probably had. He probably did. I don't know because I'm not gonna lie. I don't have the snaps. I might have missed a play or two.
yeah.
But he was lined up over Trey a lot, and I seen him coming on inside rushes as well. But I didn't see him on that side with Sawyer a lot. So that goes to show that they know Sawyer's probably the better pass blocking option. And I just thought he did a really good job, even in the run game too. He was kicking guys out. He was getting downfield. I'm giving it to Jamari Sawyer because I thought that left side of the line was pretty good. Um, I could give it to somebody else, but I'm just going to stick with the one. I'm going to give it to Sawyer. Love seeing him get a shot at left tackle after, we went with Deculus for multiple weeks. Threw Trevor Penning out there on an island by himself. I love seeing that we were able to go with Sawyer and give him that shot because when he filled in for us when Slater was out, man, he looked really good. So I'm glad
Yeah.
to see that. I'm glad to see that the coaching staff got over themselves and wanting the more physical, maybe run blocking type person there to make sure that 10 is protected. So no, I love that. He's my supercharger of the week.
That's a great call. I mean, Max really didn't kill us, and he was over Pipkin's side, and then Sawyer wasn't getting beat. He didn't have penalties. He had, good game from the line overall. We mentioned only 4 quarterback hits all game. Man, I'm torn, so I kind of got to throw it to 2 people. First one, we mentioned his name already, Kimani Vidal, 25 carries, carrying the load today. With Herbert having the injured hand, you knew that we were going to run the ball. 25 for 126, 5 yards of carry, and the long touchdown, the big one that we needed to start the half. But I also wanted to shout out the defense a little bit, and I'm going Thule making plays out there. 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, including a 4th down stop, was constantly in the backfield. So I just thought that he was played really well out there. He was kind of the leader of the that defensive front. We got that pass rushing group now that looks like when they're on the field together, they make some noise even with the 4-man rush of Thule, Owe. It looks like Deshaun Han is out there with him, and then
Hmm.
Max, the other rush edge. So when we mix those guys up and then when we get creative, like Minter sent some blitzes today and we got home. I mentioned
Yep.
it before on the pod. When we blitz, we have a really high percentage rate, top 5 in the league. So it's good to see him using that, especially against a bad line like the Raiders. Like you just got to heat Gino up and make him make
Yep.
a quick decision. Don't let Brock run free out there like we did a few times. So Thule is definitely my supercharger of the week, especially on that defensive side. Just a big game, and I love to see that performance because we'll need the D line to show up again next week going against that Eagles.
No, man, I love Thule, man. That guy's just been bringing it ever since Mac had to go out, with his injury. I mean, I feel like Thule really stepped his game up, and he kept it going ever since Mac got back. So, I love what we're able to do. Just what we're able to kind of see with Thule and that growth because he was always in that rotational role, and ever since Joey's gone, it's like, okay, now you're the guy. Even more so when Matt got hurt, it's like, oh, you're really the guy. And he stepped up and he showed his worth. So I love Thule out there, and I love, like you said, our pass rushing sets. Even throwing some love out there for Justin Boyd because he's been making plays every
Yeah, he
week,
made a
man.
big
I
mistake.
like that guy and the way he's been playing. So and it could be Mentor and his scheme, and we got these defensive line coaches that are doing a really good job too. So
Absolutely.
a lot of those guys doing good stuff.
With another takeaway when he plays, he goes out to that ball. So a lot
Man,
of shout out. I thought the defense overall looked really good. I mean, the one drive will let him go down. That it is what it is. You're not gonna hold him to a shutout all the time. So, but then the other touchdown drive was kind of a lucky catch by Brock. I mean, or actually, I won't even say
good
lucky.
catch.
A great catch. I
It
mean,
was a great catch.
great players make great plays, and I mean, we blitzed Gino, made him get the ball out early. It was low, it was away. And he puts that left arm down there and cuffs it against his body too without touching the ground. It was pretty impressive. Um,
Yeah, it
so
was.
I thought the defense in general though played well and can keep building off this performance, especially a bounce back since from the Jags game. But we actually just got breaking news. I don't know if you saw this. Schefter just tweeted out that Herbert fractured his left hand, so
Mm,
he's going to have surgery tomorrow, Monday. That was according to Jim Harbaugh in the post-game presser. They're uncertain if he'll miss any time. So, oof,
yeah.
that's going to be iffy. Definitely don't want to have to see him miss any time. We have a Monday night game, so extra day rest, I guess. A week off of hand surgery. I don't know how doable that's going to be. I mean, it is your non-throwing hand, so there's a chance he'll be able to, and it'll be fixed. But yeah, I'm no doctor, but I'm not very optimistic that he'll play after surgery 1 week after.
Yeah, probably could. Yeah, we're probably not seeing him versus the Eagles. Um, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough for him to be able to sit out 6 days. Um, yeah, I don't see it happening. And then with us playing the Chiefs on a short week, I don't see it. I don't see it happening.
Yeah,
I mean,
probably want to save him for that Chiefs one.
I don't want him to miss that week against the Chiefs. But if it takes 2 full weeks to kind of heal up and get right, get him for the home stretch, Cowboys, Texans, Broncos. I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I mean, it's his non-throwing hand. I mean,
Yeah.
we saw him play through it, but if the hand is getting surgically repaired, I mean, do you want him taking hits to it? Like, I mean, it's just not a good situation. But I guess we'll see. I mean, I will say I always feel like Trey Lance comes in and does a pretty serviceable job. He makes smart decisions. So I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens. Take it day
Yeah,
by day.
exactly. Trey will have a week of practice. If that is the case, he'll probably be getting all the reps anyways, regardless, even if Herbert does end up playing. But yeah, definitely interesting. You never want to see Ted not playing because the last time that happened to us in that our offense didn't look too pretty a couple years ago when Justin missed the last few games. So definitely hoping that he can bounce back quickly from that surgery on Monday. So I'll be sending some positive vibes out. Hopefully, we can see him Monday night against the Eagles. But like you mentioned, if we sit a week, you know, um, just to look at devil's advocate here, right? You want to get the wins for the division and for the conference. So if for some chance we sit him and then we do drop the game with Trey as the quarterback, the games that matter is going to be that Chiefs game, that Texans game, and that Broncos game. We want to get all of them. But if we're able to sit him and then make a run and go, 4-0 for that last stretch, the last four, you gotta prioritize health at the same time because if he does re-injure it and it gets injured worse or it doesn't, heal correctly because he gets hit on it, and then he
Hmm.
misses the last games and possibly the playoffs, that's even worse scenario.
Exactly, and that's the thing. Like you said, you got two things. You got to prioritize health, but then you also got to be strategic with it. It's like, okay, you don't want to just chalk up any game. And I think even with Trey Lance in there, we're not chalking up any game. I think our
No,
defense is playing way too well for us to not be in any of these games. And none of these teams are playing lights out football. Chiefs don't look good. Eagles don't look good. I mean, the Cowboys. I mean, their offense looks pretty decent, but defensively, they're a mess. So I mean, I'm not worried about any of these teams. I mean, we got to come out and do what we have to do. But if it comes down to resting him 2 weeks and giving them that extra time, I'm all for it, knowing that hey, I don't expect us to go 5-0 in these last 5 weeks. I would love for us to do it. I don't
yeah.
expect us doing it, but if we can have them healthy and ready to go the last three, I'm taking them over. I'm taking them healthy in the last three over. Okay, week off, no Eagles game. He'll play the Chiefs in Arrowhead. It's just I don't know. I don't know. I guess like I said, we got to play it by ear and see what Harbaugh and obviously training staff and what everybody's saying. But yeah, not good news. Not good news.
Man, all the hits this year, and then him scrambling and kind of making a little bit move and putting his hand down as he got hit by a chin there on the outside,
And I
and
wonder if
that's the one that hurts him.
honestly, I don't know if he. I mean, it could have been. Who knows? But he took a helmet to that hand. Like he took a helmet to that hand. So like maybe that
Yeah,
was it. Like I'm not sure, but it could have been him planting on the floor as well. Like who knows?
yeah.
But yeah, it's either way, fractured left hand. Hmm.
Yeah, so it's well, something to keep an eye on this week, and then of course, something to keep an eye on before the game on Monday. I'm sure we won't get too much news up until game time anyway, unless he just
No.
doesn't respond great to it, then we'll know sooner than later. But yeah, so that's what we got this week. Stay tuned for the pregame show coming up. For we'll preview this Eagles game and hopefully have more Herbert info for you guys as we go. So Justin, I'll let you close this out, man.
Yeah, man. Like you said, we missed you guys. We haven't been here for a little while. Bye week. Um, really haven't been able to get on there and post too much, but no, we're back. You'll be seeing us next week. Coming at y'all live with a pregame matchup kind of show. Excuse me over here stuttering my life away. But yeah, man, we're back. Happy to be with y'all. Keep tuning in, keep showing love, keep commenting, referring us, and make sure y'all staying involved. Like I said, we're doing some real cool stuff, and we're trying to bring y'all the best content possible. So, with that being said, bolt up.